Yo, what is up, everybody? What the fuck is up? Double T is back. Yes, Double T is back because there's a lot of stuff going on right now, and I feel like I gotta come and speak on it. So, you know what, ladies and gentlemen? We're gonna piss everybody off. The last time I worked on something with Double T was the Double T and King Tristan album, and if you thought that was a banger, you are not ready for what's next. Thank you, I appreciate that. I've been putting so much time and effort, I don't even get a break. I don't. I've been working so hard on what I do. I'm never gonna stop. I'm never gonna stop. I have too much going on in my life right now, and I understand sometimes you gotta take a break, but I'm not gonna break, man. I'm not gonna. I know what it takes to make it in life, all right? And that's why I work as hard as I do, because I know at the end, if you want to make it, well, it requires hard work, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't just go out there and fucking do like one thing here and one thing there and expect to get fucking famous off it. You have to keep putting your time and effort in, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because some people out here, they don't do that. So that's the difference, bro. I've been going through a lot of stuff, dog. A lot. The album release, I don't exactly know when the album is like. I don't want to. I don't want to say it, and then people are like, "Oh, I'm gonna expect this," because there's gonna be a couple singles before it releases. All right, it's gonna be like the middle between the middle and end of August. So expect the album then. I'm not giving an official release yet. I'll post more about it and put more like, little clips of hyping it up and things like that. But I'm not trying to like just go out there and be like, oh, it's gonna release at this time or blah blah. Because I already know, bro. Like the thing is, I don't do mumble rap. I don't do that SoundCloud rap or any of that stuff, bro. I don't do that. I do what I grew up with. You know what I'm saying? I literally do what I grew up with, man. I'm inspired from what I do, and I love it, and that's why I continue doing it. No, hell no, bro. I don't care who comes after me, dog. She think I'm scared, bro? I've already got arrested from the police. All right, I had to sit in a holding cell for over an hour. You think I'm really worried about my music, bro? My music is speaking volume right now, and that's why people are on demand for another Double T album. And that's the point, and that's the point, man. Look, if something ever does happen to me, then obviously someone will say something or something will get posted or whatever. But after what I went through a couple days ago, bro, I'm not even trying to deal with it. I went through some stuff with the police, and if I could just forget about it, believe me, I wouldn't. But now I gotta take them to court, and I gotta deal with all that stuff now. Yeah, the police are a bunch of overpowering pig bastards. All right, that's what the police are, bro. Not every police officer is a pig bastard. Keep that in mind. Not every single officer out there is a pig bastard, but a good percentage that abuse their power and continue doing it, those right there are the pig bastards. And believe me, I know what it's like to go through that. I've been through this a lot of times. But the saddest thing is, bro, is I'm out here fighting for freedom of speech. And that's why I had this new album released. And so if y'all ready, man, y'all better be ready. Because it's gonna be a fucking banger. Why do I wear sunglasses? Because if you wear sunglasses, that usually means you got swagger. I know the light's kind of like beaming, so you see the reflection. I mean, like that. What's the best I've done? Man, I've done everything and anything, bro. Like I try new stuff. You know what I'm saying? I try new things here and there, bro. It's just when I release my stuff, sometimes people just get so fucking pissed after. All right, and I'm not trying to piss people off, bro. I'm not. It's just some people get mad over it, right? They so I put my one album there. I got fucking banned on YouTube, and I had to keep uploading the entire. The same with Dirty Sanchez. That song is literally still age restricted, ladies and gentlemen. Keep that in mind. YouTube, yeah, YouTube. I'm not saying anything about YouTube, bro, because I don't want to get banned or anything happen to my content. But YouTube has literally been censoring me and trying to do everything they can to block my content. And you want to know why? Because I said some stuff about the government recently, and I'm not backing from what I said. All right, I'm not going to take back what I said, bro. I meant it. The government has been fucking us over for the longest time, and it's time for the citizens to finally stand up and do something, because if we don't, things are just going to get worse. All right, things are just going to get worse, bro. Like, I know there's going to be another Freedom Convoy protest going on, and guess what? I'm joining it. And if I get arrested, that's so be it. All right, so be it. But then again, ladies and gentlemen, we got to fight back. We got to take our country. Because if we don't, things are just going to get worse. I don't want to see Gotham City all over my country, bro. I don't. We're supposed to live in an organized society, all right? An organized society, which means everybody's supposed to live their life and do their regular things, dog. We don't need to have 100 people running like 2 stores and steal more than half the items. So people like me that actually work hard for money can't go and afford it. While other people go out there and just steal it. That's fucking BS. That's BS, bro. That's not how society works. Like, no offense, but we're not a bunch of monkeys that run around and just steal everything. And if we are, then that's fucked up. People obviously didn't learn what's right and what's wrong growing up. But if you knew the difference from what's right and what's wrong, you wouldn't be committing crimes. So keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. People out here, all they want to do is just ruin the world. That's why it's people like me that are standing up for what's right and what's wrong. That's what the patriotic people do. Yeah, I dealt with that. Look, I'm not here to talk about diss tracks or anything like that. But yeah, I got some stuff that's gonna be on the new album. All right, I got some people that I'm talking about on there, and if people get offended, so be it. All right, but certain people out in my own city, in my opinion, have betrayed me. I feel backstabbed from a lot of people in my own city, people that I thought were cool. You know what I'm saying? And now I gotta do something different. So everybody will be ready to get dissed. Look, I'm not trying to get too into detail with dissing a woman, all right? Because people look at that as like, all misogyny or whatever, or misogynistic. The reason why I even dissed, there's 2 women in my city that I've dissed, all right? 2, and that's it. That's it. Nina and Heather, I don't consider those chicks women, all right? Those chicks are bitches. The 2 women that I've dissed in Windsor are Lexi Rogers and Sarah Ferris. Now, I've already explained the first one, why I dissed. The second chick, Sarah Ferris, the main reason why I dissed her, I didn't even really diss her, all right? You're going to hear it in one of the songs on the album. And all I said is, Sarah Ferris, you're fucking careless. All I said, that's not really a diss, bro. That's just kind of like referencing somebody. But the reason why I even said it is because a long time ago, bro, like 2.5 years ago, I hit her up, right? I hit her up on social media and I asked her, like, hey, yo, if you got some live shows going on, can you at least, reference my name? Now, I'm not saying put me in the spot or anything like that. I just said, can you reference my name to some of the club owners or bar owners to, get my name out there, say, hey, there's a guy, Tristan Renzi, he wants to perform. She never did that. And besides that, I saw the stuff, bro. She literally posts all her friends' stuff. Doesn't even mention none of my music whatsoever for a long time, bro. You can go on her content, look at it. Does not mention my music or my songs once. And there's this song from Young Z titled Trust Nobody, which really pissed me off because that was one of my biggest songs on Canada's Most Wanted. So, you know what, bro? It's all right. It's all right. But like I said, people want to take it there. I'll do something a lot fucking worse that's going to piss people right the fuck off. But that's the thing, bro. I don't like people that backstab me. And when you do stuff like that, believe me, you're going to hear it on the new album. There's this guy named Young Z or whatever. He's another white rapper in Windsor. And the whole thing with me and him, bro, is it's competition. All right? It's competition. And I gave the guy an open invitation, bro. I'm like, hey, you want to smoke with me? Come get the fucking smoke with me, right? So I basically said, Young Z, you a bitch-ass cracker. Fuck around with me, get buried 6 feet deep. Now, that right there is saying, if you people want to go and act like you're the only ones that try and put Windsor on the map, you're heavily mistaking. Because I've been trying to put Windsor on the map for the longest fucking time, bro. But the thing is, see, people don't want that, right? People don't want that. People want to go and argue and say all this stupid stuff and just continuously do it. So, ladies and gentlemen, I understand there's a reason why this is going to be released. And like I said, if I get banned from YouTube or I can't upload content for a certain amount of time. It is what it is. It's not the first time YouTube has banned me. It won't be the last. Do I live stream often? I live stream usually when I feel like it, right? Like I'm not someone that's like, oh, I gotta stream at this time, bro. That's not me. All right, if I want to live stream, I'll do it on my own time. I don't care to do it when someone else tells me to do it, bro. That's not me. My biggest album is We the North. I know people want more of that. That's why I did Canada's Most Wanted. There's gonna be more Canada's Most Wanted. Canada's Most Wanted was a very successful project, and I understand you guys like stuff like that. So, you want more? You're gonna get more. How many people have I dissed? Oh, lots. There's a lot of rappers in quotations, that I've had stuff with, bro. The thing is, I don't try to worry about it, right? I don't worry about drama. That's not me, bro. I'm more worried about focusing on my music and focusing what I have going on. I'm not worried about some fucking losers that think they're gonna get something by dissing me. All right, that doesn't do nothing for anybody. If anything, you diss me, you just kind of look like a hypocrite. You know what I'm saying, bro? You kind of just look like a hypocrite trying to diss me. Like, it's pathetic. Nah, man. The reason why is because there's just a lot of haters, right? That's what the world's full of. You make it somewhere, you get big, you get famous, everybody starts hating. It is what it is. I've been through it 1,000 times. I know what it is. Yeah, 100% believe Tupac is still alive. 100%. Tupac, man, Tupac fooled everybody. All right, let's be honest. Tupac fooled everybody. Everybody thought Tupac died. Man, Tupac, that guy would never die. All right, even like when his soul dies and he like officially dies, his music's always gonna live on. So we were like, oh man, Tupac. I saw it on my TikTok. You were trying to say stuff about Tupac because I got a famous post on there about him. Look, Tupac did a lot for hip hop, a lot. And I know a lot of people want to hate on him this generation, act like, oh, Tupac. Man, Tupac is the reason why most rappers are different now. All right, that's just the reason why is because Tupac changed the landscape of rap. But again, a lot of people don't want to recognize that, and they want to try to act like, oh man, look at these new guys, bro. What's up with these newer rappers, dog? Like, what's up with them? Skinny pants, they're fucking. They sound like they're fucking whining. All right. Every time I listen to like these newer rappers or like a new rap song, bro, all they're doing is just fucking whining, bro. Or whatever the fuck the sound is, bro. Like, what's like emo rap or something? Like, what the fuck is that, bro? Damn, you listen to something like Ambitions as a Rider, Do for Love, Changes, even Tupac's song Violent, bro. You listen to any one of those songs, you listen to modern rap now, and you'd be like, wow, what a difference, man. It's fucking sad. Believe me, it's fucking sad, dude. But you know what? That's how hip hop works. So there's always got to be a generation that sucks. LMFAO was really good. I know a lot of people wanted to hate on LMFAO, but LMFAO was actually really good. I will give them credit. I will actually give those guys credit. They were good. They were good. A lot of people hate on them because they're more like clubbish party music. But let's be honest, Party Rockers, that was fucking iconic, bro. Like, how many times have y'all literally worked out and went, I'm sexy and I know it. All right, bro, come on. Come on, dog. Like, that was an iconic fucking time, bro, for music. 2010 was a pretty good time for music. I think Red Foo became a tennis player. I'm pretty sure after all that happened, he became a tennis player. But besides that, bro, they were good. LMFAO was fucking iconic. And look at now. All right, look at now, bro. What do we have now in hip hop? There's nothing even popping like nothing even popping like that now, dog. Nothing. Man, what happened to rap music, bro? I saw this thing earlier. There's some fucking like weirdo looking thing. I don't know if it was a guy or a girl, and it's fucking making music, and I'm like, what is this, right? Like when we had groups like LMFAO, like real hip hop, dude, and you see these people now, what the fuck happened to rap music, right? What the fuck happened to rap? Oh, bro, like I just wish this newer generation could just experience what hip hop was to what it is now. Because when you see the difference, bro, you see that there's not even rhyming, bro. These motherfuckers don't even rhyme now, let alone flow. Like, it's what the fuck, dude? We need better rappers out here, dog. I'm the only one out here that's still doing what I like to do. I don't go and change my style up because somebody says so. No, I do what I like to do, bro. And that's the reason why I do it. Now, like I said, with this new album, I am dissing a lot of people. Like, there's a reference. Y'all know Jackie Chan, right? The actor Jackie Chan. I referenced Jackie Chan on my new album saying Jackie Chan got hit in his fucking face with a frying pan. So, again, there's a lot of that type of stuff on this new album releasing. And, hey, that's why Double T is Double T, bro. So, like I said, King Tristan is my reality, and Double T is my alter ego. So, anytime you hear someone with Double T, keep in mind that almost everybody's gonna get made fun of in each song. All right, King Tristan is just me speaking on my life. Double T is me, going around fucking people up, and that's why I continue doing what I do. The best man. If I could literally just show you guys what the times were back then, bro. Because nowadays there's, like I said, this emo rap or that fucking SoundCloud rap, bro. It's so garbage. It's so garbage, bro. All this fucking, like, no offense to anybody out there, bro, but all this like pride stuff. You know what I'm saying? I have no problem with pride, all right? Don't get me wrong. I have no problem with it. It's just a matter of fact that it's being pushed on kids, all right? That's one thing. And two, it's ruining every fucking media, right? Every like, thing of entertainment we have is fucking ruined. Movies, TV shows, trying to ruin sports, all right? Trying to include this in fucking like music and stuff, bro. Like, we're just ruining stuff. What happened to someone just being who they are, right? Whatever happened to that? Like, whatever happened to when people were actually real? I'm not saying we have to go back to the fucking 1940s or anything like that. Well, literally, what happened when people were real? People were straight up who they were. Nowadays, bro, there's a bunch of weird ass people walking around. You don't even know what the fuck's what anymore. All right? Literally, in this generation, you don't know what's what. And I'm not saying that to be offensive. I'm saying that as a truth fact. People in this generation are just fucking weird, dude. All right? People in this generation are fucking like, you don't even know what it is anymore. That's why I said when I got arrested over the Donald Trump flag, bro, one thing that made me think here was saying, hey, you know what? This is what happens when you fight for freedom of speech. All right? Certain people out here aren't going to agree with it. And hey, that's life. That's life, right? But the reason why I believe in heavily in America is because of the freedom of speech. That's the main reason why. And without freedom of speech, bro, every time I perform live, I can't swear. I literally cannot swear or say anything vulgar. So when I perform, basically like half my song is censored. All right? And when you're a rapper, bro, you don't want to censor your music. All right? Let's be honest. You don't want, if it's on the radio, it's one thing. But when you're performing live, bro, you do not want to censor your fucking music, all right? But that's the only way I can perform at spots is by censoring what I do. So when you ever hear me perform live, understand that when I'm saying certain vulgar things about people, yeah, you're not going to hear that too much at certain live shows because they don't like that. Again, if this was somewhere else, bro, I can go up in there and fucking blah, blah, blah I want. But over here, dog, nah. Certain club owners and bar owners and stuff and like fucking festival holders, bro, they don't like that type of stuff. So, and the fact that everybody just calls me, oh, look at this wannabe Eminem and shit. I'm used to it. I'm used to it, bro. But that's the reason why I continue doing what I do. And I love doing what I do, man. So I'm glad you're all here. This album is gonna be a fucking banger. And like I said, it's the return of Double T. So it's not like, Double T's been here doing it. No, it's a return, and the return means like, hey, I'm back. All right, and I'm not just back. I'm back with a fucking message. If you guys want to hear anything, bro, hit me up. I got another song on there. It's called World War III, which is going to be talking about all the stuff going on in the world right now. I got another song called Rose City Tower, which is talking about the future of my city. Like, I got certain songs that are going to touch different aspects of life. But keep in mind that this main album is going to be about making fun of people and saying from what's right and what's wrong. Because when you censor and say that I can't say this now, bro, that just goes against what I stand for. I mean, like, that's what it is. Everyone wants my glasses off there. Y'all got my glasses off. Y'all happy, bro? Man, it's been fucking hot outside, bro. It's been fucking so hot out there. People are dying out in the streets and shit. Like, it's kind of sad to see where we're at right now, man. Man, the other day, bro, I was fucking over at the, you know, the bus station, right? Every city has a fucking bus station, whatever. So at a bus station, dog, and there was this fucking two drug addicts, right? These two drug addicts, dog, and they literally went through the garbage, bro. They literally took the garbage container, right? The public garbage containers that you throw your public waste in. They literally went up to it, ripped the garbage bag out, and looked whatever they could find and kept doing it. And I'm like, this is the problem. This right here is the problem. And nobody's doing nothing to stop this, bro. We're just letting these drug addicts go fucking rampant and just fucking destroy everything, bro. Like, damn. You think people would do better, right? You think people would do better out here, but they don't. And we have no one to blame but the people that continue to say, oh, your taxpayers go to, you know, taking care of the homeless crisis or the drug crisis. No, it doesn't. No, it does not. Right now, we have a mad drug crisis. A mad drug crisis, bro. I'm not saying drugs were never here. I'm not saying that. But in Canada, this wasn't really a thing. All right. Obviously, in America, they have the war on drugs and they have, you know, drugs been going on over there for the longest time. But in Canada, this was not really a thing. Growing up as a kid, even like when I was a teenager, bro, I didn't really see these drug addicts like this. Once I started getting to like 19, 20, 21, then I started to see more of the drug crisis. But growing up, bro, you didn't really notice it like that. The main reason why it's this bad is because of the government. The government basically made it so drug addicts can get high for free and they don't get arrested, which is really fucking pathetic because me smoking a joint or drinking a beer, that gets me something. Because they try to say, oh, you're intoxicated. So how am I intoxicated when there's dudes walking around on meth? Right? There's dudes walking around on fucking meth, dog. And that's not intoxicated. But some guy drinking a fucking beer that has like 6% alcohol in it is intoxicated. That's the world we're in now, bro. I'm not encouraging people to go drink in public. I'm not. But I've done it plenty of times. And I don't mind drinking in public. That's one of my favorite things to do is get drunk in public. And the reason why is because the different buzz. Right? If you're in your house or in your apartment or your car or something, which I don't consider drinking and driving good, so don't say, oh, you just said drink and drive. No, I did not. But what I'm saying is it's different being drunk in your house or in a public business compared to being in a car. All right? Like if you're in a taxi or you're in a bus, hey, you should have the right to be drunk in public, right? Because they tell you to take a cab or take a bus and things like that. But when they literally go and say, hey, you can't do that, bro, why can these drug addicts out here fucking smoke and smoke and smoke? But if I want to go and have a drink in public, that's a problem? Like, that's what I mean. I think that's the main problem with our fucking world now, bro. Yeah, that's how it works. Everybody wants to steal everything. That's why I, you know, continuously work hard. But I know where this is going, bro. I already know where this is going. Hey, you know what? There's certain people out here that want to talk smack about me. Hey, say it to my face, right? Like that's the type of person I am. I don't like going and talking smack. I'd rather say it to somebody. You know what I mean? Like if somebody has a problem with me in my city or anybody else does, bro, come and say it to my face. You don't have to go in and sit on the internet and fucking make 100 videos about me and say this and that. When in reality, I'm out here living my life, doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna be back in 1 minute, so give me a second. Yo, I'm back. Back. The reason why my face looks a little bit red right now, as y'all can see, is because I was walking around in the fucking heat for an hour and a half trying to do a music video. But believe me, ladies and gentlemen, right now it's extremely hot and it kind of feels like we're in like the desert, right? And the weirdest thing, bro, is like if you live in the heat, you're used to it, right? If you live in somewhere where it's hot, you're used to that stuff. But over here, you don't get used to it. Our bodies are not used to that, so that's the reason why it feels like that. So if this was Florida, Texas, California, Arizona, Hawaii, Jamaica, Brazil, wherever, you wouldn't feel the heat like that because you grew up in it, you lived through it every goddamn year. But over here, you feel it because we don't have that type of weather, right? We have cold, we have warm, and then we have two other seasons. Whatever, yes. You know, one thing I realized about making music, bro, is when you piss people off, one thing that happens is sometimes they'll become a hater, right? There's fans, there's haters. And hey, look, man, if everybody out here wants to keep talking this and that, wait till the next album because certain people that I dissed on there is a reason why. I don't just go and talk smack about somebody for no reason. If you hear me diss somebody and say somebody's name, there's a reason why it's said. I'm not just doing it to get shock value, like, oh my god, look what he said, or oh man, Tristan, he said it. No, bro, the reason why I say it is because I want to get off my fucking chest, bro. Some of these people out here, man, they keep starting drama and want to keep going with it. So that's the reason why this is happening. Yeah, that's another reason, but you know what? All I know is for all the haters, that's what you get. All right, look, ladies and gentlemen, I love and care about you all. All right, glad you spent your time with me. I got a lot of things going on right now. All right, if I could speak on more, I would, but I got arrested recently for over freedom of speech. So if I say more, who knows what happens? That's why Double T is back. So yeah, love and care about you all. And once again, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for all being here. I appreciate y'all. You guys are the best fucking fan base ever. Remember that. Without you guys, man, I wouldn't be here. So, peace.